Okay, hello. My name is Dan from QuestlineHero.com. This is the inaugural stream test, I guess. We're going to be creating a capital ship, I guess. I'm not really sure if it's a capital ship. We're going to be creating a ship that's going to act as our main base, I guess. I want to get rid of this. I don't know how loud my sound is. Let me check. Yeah, I'm gonna probably turn that down a little bit. Yes, we're going to make a sort of main base, like a mobile base. We're not going to build it on an asteroid or anything like that. We're going to build it in space. So I've pulled the first thing I did when I jumped into the game and I was setting up the stream. I just pulled in some of the things I think we're gonna need. So one of them is a refinery, obviously. So this is going to be a ship. It's going to act like our mobile base, and basically the purpose of this ship is to be able to. I want to be able to land on all the planets and take off from all the planets and get into space. So we're going to be using all three types of thrusters. We're going to be using atmospheric. We're going to be using hydrogen, and we're going to be using iron. Now I made ion. We may dump the atmospheric thrusters if I feel we don't need them. I feel that because we have hydrogen thrusters, we probably don't need the atmo thrusters, but we'll see. We may just use some upward thrust atmos just for landing and taking off. I don't think we'll need any sideways or forward or backward thrust. So I've been thinking long and hard about how I want to design this ship. And because we have a lot of the new blocks from Warfare, the Warfare 1 and 2 blocks, I kind of want to make use, of as many of these as I really can. Just because I think, A, they look awesome, but also they're kind of new. And, I've been looking on the workshop, if I just put this away, I've been looking on the workshop for different ships. This is going to take a little while. And I like these bigger, this Timberwolf. This is a really nice ship. I'm going to do a review of this, but it's using older blocks because it's a little bit older, right? It's not brand new. So there's no mods. The decorative DLCs are included and stuff like that, but it doesn't use a lot of the new blocks, which I like, and I think we should. I also want to create a ship that can have either the atmospheric mining vessel or the asteroid mining vessel in it. It doesn't have to be these ones necessarily, although I do like these ones very much. I think they're very, very well designed mining ships, and they're almost the exact same size. So if I build a hangar for the support craft like this, then I can obviously just switch it in and out. No energy. I can switch it out in and out between Atmo and the asteroid. So these ones have the ion engines and these ones have Atmo engines, obviously. I don't know whether I'll be using this ship very much right away, but I want that option to be able to pick. If I'm going to be up and down from planets all the time gathering resources, then I'll just take the Atmo mining ship with me. And if I'm chilling out in the stars among the asteroids, then I'll just take the ion asteroid mining ship. So let's start with the refinery. So I've got the choice between this industrial refinery or the regular refinery. I think I'm going to start with these industrial refineries just because, in all honesty, they're just a little bit different. Oh, I placed it upside down. They're just a little bit different, and I think that's what I want. Now I want to make sure this is a station right away so that I don't accidentally bump into it and it starts floating away. So this is now a station. So in thinking about these refineries, I could connect them together. Now I'm on a silly laptop with only a few how do I get it up? There we go. I'm on a laptop with only a few. I've only got an insert and an end I don't have the other things, so it's going to be hard for me to swivel things around. Okay, so I like my ships to be symmetrical. That is one issue that we're going to come into. The other issue is that I want to be able to walk up and down these catwalks, and I don't want them lying on their side, which means that the ship is going to be, at least this tall. So it's not going to be like a flat ship. I think it's going to be a little bit chunkier, which makes for problems when you're dealing with the thrusters and things like that. You have a little bit less surface area to work with thrusters, but we will manage. So I can either use these in tandem like this, in sort of series like this, or I can mirror them. And I think I want to mirror them. And what that means is taking this off. I'm just going to put some blocks right here for now, just for support. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the other one like this. Okay. Oh, I don't have any lights. I was playing this earlier and I ran out of all my O2 and my and my energy because I'm just playing, and I'm playing with the creative tools on, so it still has those. But anyway, I think I like this. Now obviously these blocks are just here as placeholders. I just needed these to actually place the block. I can actually put these down here now. And we're not going to use a lot of these light armor blocks for this. For now, I just want to put them in. So now you can see we can walk, well, because we don't have a gravity generator, we can't really walk that well. But I had this problem before. And all we're going to do is pillar down a little bit. And we're going to put a gravity gen on. We're also going to put a battery. Where did I store the batteries? I had the batteries somewhere here. I think I must have got rid of them somewhere. Okay. Let's put a battery on. Okay, so now we got a battery and a grav gen. So now I can scoot up here, and you can actually walk up and around. Now, I want to connect these two because I think, if you're gonna if you're gonna build this, you might as well do it properly. So we're gonna put one there, and we'll put one here. So I think this catwalk is gonna basically stop here. I don't want to build like a big catwalk going that way. I think I want the main catwalk of the ship to be going through here. And I kind of have an idea about putting different blocks on either side, but I'm going to worry about the aesthetics of this a little bit later. I'm first going to worry about the functionality of this. So the next thing we need is a conveyor sorter. Now I think I want to use the new one. Can I just shift? No, I can't. Okay. Sorter. They have this one here, the industrial conveyor sorter, and it just looks a little bit cool. I'm going to be using the industrial blocks, so I figure I might as well use this. Now, is this facing the right way? I can never tell which way this is facing. No, this is the wrong way.
No energy.
So which way? I want this facing this way, I think. And then another one. Have I got T on? I do. I should turn that off. That's the right way, right? Nope. This is the right way. I think, right? Because the arrows are like kind of pointing this way. I think that works. Okay, and over here we're going to do the same thing. One in, one in. And we're going to rename these right away. So basically I want 2 refineries in this ship because I want to be able to refine things like stone with speed modules. So this is a yield module. These are the speed modules. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the yield modules over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one here, the yield modules are going to be for like gold and platinum, uranium, stuff like that. So we're going to call this the yield sorter in. And this is the speed sorter in. And we'll set these up later. I just want to name them. This is going to be the speed sorter out. I don't actually know if you need these outs, but I suspect you probably do. Speed sorter. Oh, so this is the yield sorter out. All right. So now we've got an in and out for both of these, and we're not going to use these. And basically, all this is doing is making sure that we can sort the materials that we want going, the high quality materials like gold, silver, platinum, uranium, stuff like that, going to this yield module, this refinery with the yield modules on it, rather, and then things like stone and iron, nickel, going to the refinery with the speed modules on it. And that's because the speed is obviously going to just make them, go through them quicker, but you get more if you use the yield modules. So I don't necessarily care about stone efficiency, but I do care about platinum and uranium efficiency, so that's why we have those two different versions. Now, what's next? Okay, we need to figure out where we're going to go from here. So these are probably just going to go into regular assemblers, I suspect. Now, here's the question. Do I really need these? I guess I do. So if I have assemblers connected straight off of the refineries here, I need to be able to get materials from this refinery into that one. And if I connect the refineries on top, then obviously materials can go in between, and we may not get the result that we want. Although I could put a filter on them, but I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just do like we have here, and then we'll connect the assemblers together. So I believe I put assemblers here somewhere. I think this is, assembler. So if we turn this around, we can put 2 assemblers. I think should be plenty. This isn't like a base that's going to be making things non-stop or anything. This is really just to just use the resources that we have. A speed module, yield module won't do anything on assemblers, I believe, so we're just going to use the speed modules just to make them go faster. And get all of these on here. Come on, turn around. Okay, there we go. So now we have 2 assemblers. We need to connect these somehow as well. So now the question is, do we want people, we want to be able to use this space down here, right? It makes sense for the catwalk to be down here as opposed to making people walk up here, right? Because this is more like a secondary place to go. We really want people to be walking down here. I know, I got no energy. It's okay. All right, so I think what we want to do actually, we need to save space for we need ion thrusters and stuff, but we're also going to be using some hydrogen thrusters. So we want to have piping that goes through the ship, like maybe not like a spine or like a nervous system or something, but we do want some areas where pipes come out. So I suspect that this will probably be one of those. Now, if we're going to have, let's just build this out here. If we're going to have like a walkway here, right? If we're going to have a walkway here, then these pipes have to come up and over the top, or they need to go under here, or they could do both, I suppose. Let's start building some pipe and see what we think. Oops, I had it already. I didn't need to do that. Okay, if we go under, that's going straight in. But what we can do actually is get rid of these. We can actually go under. We could actually put the tube all underneath here. That would be kind of cool. So if we did something like this, and then like this, I'm expert at getting it within one shot of lining them up the right way and then screwing it up. So if we did this, we could just put a catwalk like this, right? We need something on the side, though. We need something here, because these catwalks have to connect to something. So if we put another block here, can I then... I don't think I can connect the catwalk to that right now, because there's nothing on the side. I mean, we could... No, we can't even do that. We want the catwalk going this way. So what we could do is go like this. Right, so we've got the pipe going underneath. Do we want to put this pipe all the way under this catwalk is the thing. I kind of had an idea about these corridors, though, going under. I don't want to start deleting these blocks. I don't have enough blocks. I'm gonna break something if I do that, I think. But I did have an idea about using these lit blocks under here, and putting them like this, because then they add like some depth, and they're kind of cool. Right, it's kind of like a Jeffrey's tube from Star Trek, but then it kind of ends on this block, and I don't really like that. That's not my fave. So let's remove those. I kind of want them underneath the grates here. I kind of want them to replace these blocks, if I'm honest. I think I can remove these blocks, right? Because there's nothing in here. Yeah, I should be able to. Because if I put them down here, if I put them down here, if I put it like this, and then put the grate over top, would that work? Oops. Right. That'd be kind of cool. That looks really neat. You have to fill this area with something else, though. That's the problem. You'd have to, like... You gotta make this a little bit... You gotta fill this with something. Maybe we can put some batteries down here. Where's my batteries? I did put them in, right? Yeah. Maybe put some batteries upside down, like this. 1, 2, 3. Right, looks a little industrial. Kind of cool. And then something else back there. We may not keep this like this. I may decide I don't want to do this, but for now, I'm going to put those like that. And then you can see we have like a control panel there. This is not the best solution. I kind of don't like these pipes going under here. I feel like that might be the thing I don't like. Because now there's nothing above us. And I kind of want something above us. Let's do this. Let's take these pipes out and let's see what this looks like. I have to take this out now because that's sitting on nothing. Let's see what this looks like. Oops. With the pipes going up. So if we go up like this, if we go up and over instead, and then we use one of these, we'd want it going this way. Then it gives like some headroom to the thing. Oh yeah, that looks better. That's very industrial. Then we could even have this pipe, oops, going like back like this. We could have that pipe going all the way back. And then I guess you could walk up on here, but maybe we can put something else up here so that you can't do that. Yeah, I like this. I like it a lot. And then we don't need this actually. Let's take this off too, because that's now sitting on nothing. Maybe now we can use these lit hallways for something. I don't know how far I want these to go necessarily. Ugh, it's so hard to do this. Okay, if we pull these down like this, and then we go like this. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We take those out, and we do the same thing. And then we put these panels in. Ooh, that looks really cool. That looks really neat. And what we can do is we can find, I think they're called something light, right? Yeah, passage lights. We can actually go in and we can change the color of them. So like we could make them all red, but then it's very Christmassy. These lights here are all green. This one's yellow. This one might not be connected properly anymore. Oh no, it's just not connected because there's nothing on that end. We don't want red because that just makes red and green. What goes good with green? Let's look at... We can come back and play with this later, but let's try like a blue maybe. Oh, that's really blue. Wish I could... I'll make that a little bit less blue. Light. More like this maybe? Yeah, maybe that's a little bright. I mean, we're going to have to change these anyway because we'll have to figure out how to end them and stuff. Make the radius a little bigger so you can sort of see. Blink. We could make them blink. We could make them blink really long. But we want the color to be a little bit darker. Oh, I like that because this stays on there. Okay, I think the blink is going to give me a headache. The blink might have been too much. We went too far. Okay, 0 blink. Okay, this is going to be fine for now. Okay, what's next? All right, let's worry about the functionality. I keep getting lost in the details. Look, there's even like a Jeffrey's tube feel. If you get in here somehow, maybe there's a way that we can incorporate that into the system. See, I really like this too, but I don't want it like everywhere. Like I don't want you to just be able to have to walk through this. Like normally it's upside down, like this. But the thing is, like, I don't really want to have to do that because then you can't see all of this stuff. And I think this is the cool stuff you want to see. So let's continue. All right, so you've got, this is probably out too far. You've got these refineries here, and these refineries need input from here. So this has got to be facing either the cargo bay or the front of the ship or something like that. So we need to basically silo the ship one way or the other so that stuff can come into here but doesn't go into this. Like this should be for hydrogen only, basically, because it's connected to these assemblers here. And if you put stuff in this pipe, it's not going to be able to get to the refinery. So like if you put stone in this pipe for some reason, it's not going to be able to get to the refinery. Although we could just connect them up. We could connect them all up here, and that way the front or the back of the ship, like if we connect them in, should be fine. Actually, maybe let's do that, because nothing can get into the refinery here without going through this filter anyway. So it actually doesn't matter if we silo the ship into 2 or 3 or 4 different sections. We can actually have just one pipe section. Can I fit through these pipes? I guess I can't. That'd be really funny. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that then. That's good, because that adds a level of complexity that we don't necessarily need. So then I guess we can just go like this, and maybe what we want is a... Do we need that many? I don't think we need that many. I think this is fine. What we'll do is create one of these. Do we want to go up first, or do we want to go this way? I think we want to go up. Up first. Then over. And we actually have this cool looking pipe here. I think I might use one of these. So we're going up first, then we're going over, and then one of these cool pipes coming in this way. There we go. Now these are all connected, and it somewhat matches what we did over here. And I do like that. Now we're going to probably fill in this area with stuff, so like we won't end up seeing some of these things, but I think it's good to have this, at least this section here, going like this. Now we need to fill it with stuff. Now we need this area filled with stuff. Okay. What else do we need? So this is going to be our entrance into the pipe system. Do we need any other? See, now the problem is that we've really limited ourselves to one conveyor junction here, when really it would be nice to have one here in case we want to put like a hydrogen thruster or something over here. But we can figure that out. We can figure that out later. What else do we need? Okay, so we've got assemblers. We need storage. So the next thing that we need is like a storage tank. What's the best? Where is the best place to get that in? I wonder.
No energy.
No energy, no problem. Okay, I don't want to put a storage tank off of there because that's gonna be too much. But we could. What we could do is put one of these in here. One of these doohickeys. Does that still connect okay? Yeah, it does. Good. And we can put a couple of cargo containers off here. Now I have picked the industrial cargo containers. I think they look really cool. We can keep the port on that side facing the player as they're going through this like section here. And it's also kind of cool that you can like see that. So the problem with these is that they don't have any ports on the top here, but I think that's fine. Now we do have we've got these ports on the side of the ship that we can use for like hydrogen thrusters and stuff like that, which is good. Now I don't think we'll be using the large hydrogen thrusters for the side of the ship. I think we'll probably be using like a line of small hydrogen thrusters and then a line of ion thrusters above and below it. Most likely will be what we use. Question mark. I think that's probably going to be the way we go, but I'm not going to worry about thrusters until the end. I want to do all of this part first. So now here we've got these two extra things here too. This could be useful if we need that later. We've got a spot here. See, now this is where we need to start like filling in extra stuff. We need to start putting things in to take up this space. This is probably a good idea to put like programmable blocks or timer blocks, maybe one of each here and here. I think I pulled them in somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So like probably gonna need at least 2 programmable blocks for something. And this way they're sort of hidden deep in the recesses of the ship. They're not going to get shot or anything like that. So those are fine. We need something for here. Don't know if we're going to be using this conveyor junction yet or not. That's the thing. But I think we can place a block. Yeah, we can place a block there anyway. So we can always hide it. So programmable blocks could go here. I'm actually going to remove them for now because that's detail that we don't need to worry about right now. Let's worry about the functionality. So we've got some cargo containers here. Now these cargo containers are probably not going to be the only cargo we have, but this will be the main cargo for all the ingots and the components and things like that we make, because any ingots that come out of these refineries can be put in here because they are connected. These sorters will let them go only out this way. They just will not let any stuff back in, although technically they can just go back around here. So the idea is that nothing goes in this refinery unless it's, you know, a cheap resource like stone, nickel, magnesium, because we don't want to use speed modules on things like gold. So that's what those 4 things are. So as long as we don't connect the tops or the bottoms to anything important, we should be fine. So we need these 2. We also need hydrogen tanks. We're going to need probably 3 or maybe 4 or 6 hydrogen tanks, I would guess. Where is the best place to put them? We could put them on this side here. We could actually put the hydrogen tank off of here and then stop. We could force the player to go up here and out this way, sort of making use of these stairs rather than have them just going up this way, which would be kind of cool, but it also bottlenecks you if you're like running in an emergency. Yeah, it's kind of silly to run into a wall here, but this looks like a wall anyway. If we walled this off, like, you wouldn't, right? If we go back down here, it looks really white because of the sun, but right, this would be an okay place for a wall. God, that sun is really annoying there, isn't it? Time of day offset. Right, this looks like a place for a wall anyway. Oops. So it looks like you'd have to go up and around. And then, but see, if we put the hydrogen tank here, it's going to be too big, won't it? Let me see. Do we have a hydrogen tank? We don't. But we do have the industrial hydrogen tanks. Those are pretty cool. Let's see, but these, yeah, it's going to be like, these have to be sitting up like this, really. I guess we could do like this. Could put them like that, I suppose. That looks pretty good too. But then again, this cuts off this momentum here. We'd have to go up and over it or something. Let's see about mass-wise. So that kind of brings the overall height of the ship back up in line with these refineries, though. That's not bad. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's not bad. Then we maybe just make a catwalk to go up here. Right, we just continue this up to here. Maybe you just walk over top of them. Maybe you don't need anything else. Oh, that was the wrong thing to delete. Oops, that was the wrong thing to delete. Okay. That's one option. The other option is to pipe them off the side here, because we do have pipes here. So we could just, instead of having this pipe here, we could just put the hydrogen tanks right on there. And then we could do 4 hydrogen tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Would that be better, though? Let me think about this. Okay, so I've put these tanks to the side here. This does keep a better overall balance of the sort of weight, although the weight doesn't really matter. The balance of the structure of the ship here a little better, and it affords us quite a bit more. Question now is, do I need this pipe going over our head? I mean, the answer is really no. But do I really want to take it out? Is the question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So we could fill this up with other stuff. We could stop this thing. Just stop this catwalk here and put, something up here. And then make you walk, above like this. Make you walk above these things. Interesting. Okay, let's worry about where
No
you walk
energy.
later. Let's talk about what else needs to be in here. Okay, so one thing we don't have is anywhere where we're making power yet. So we need some like hydrogen engines for backup. Then we need like nuclear power as well. So maybe that's a good place for these. Maybe we put one of these in the junction here, and then we put some. I don't think I have any O2. Let's put some O2 generators. Just we probably only need two. Like again, this isn't like a base, like a base. This is just really a ship. I think I want them this way. One there. One here. So this gives us some O2 generation. Now what we need, and this also gives us support on this side for hydrogen engines and things, or hydrogen thrusters, which is good. We like those. The next thing we need is power generation. So we could put a couple of like engines on here, and these engines would be kind of like backup power, I guess. So they would need to go like this. One there. One there. And then you'd have a spot where you could put something here. See, this is a good reason to get rid of this. And to put something in here that we need. Like, maybe, actually, you know what could go there? Is a survival kit. That way we have like a survival kit in the basement. This is sort of like your backup survival kit. So if nothing else, you could always spawn here. If your medical bay gets destroyed or something, right? Right, so you get a survival kit there, and then we can continue walking through here. So that keeps this like walking level, this sort of sub-level open. And we just need to block this off with something as well. But that's a good start there. Okay, so now we've got some engines. We get some hydrogen. We've got some tanks. And some oxygen tanks as well, probably. Those are like straight through connections. We need something in here. This is the problem. We need like something to take up some of this space here. Maybe we can put some power stuff in here. This also doesn't need to be blocks. That was just... I don't like using the armor blocks inside the ship. It just is not... It's not as clean as using like blocks, ship blocks. I think it's much better to use those ship blocks. And I like having the ship like interconnected and sort of, you know, spidering around all the pipes and stuff like that. I dig that sort of shape. Mostly I like a clean modern design, but for this ship I'm really hoping for some more a little bit more gritty. We've already got 8 batteries or 6. We've got 6 batteries in here. That's actually quite a bit. That's probably good for a little while. I'm considering putting an 8th here, but I don't think we need them. These blocks are just here to keep things together, so we don't need those anymore necessarily. Although we have to put something down there, but it doesn't have to be armor blocks. We can leave the armor blocks there for now. They're not really going to be seen. You can sort of see the armor blocks under here, but it's okay for the floor, I guess. Armor blocks are fine. But like here, we got so much space, we could put something cool here. So I want to find something interesting to put here. What about, well, we do need a gravity generator in a proper place. Where can we put a gravity generator? Maybe put the gravity generator right underneath these cargo containers. How would we do that? We would need to end this. Okay, let's do gravity generator later. That's kind of a late game at the end of your thing. This is what we need to figure out now is some oxygen tanks. Got the engines. Let's just go through the list of blocks. Let's see the warfare 2 blocks that we need. So we got reactors. Large reactors we need to put in.
No energy.
These are pretty big. And they've got a walkway, so you kind of want to put them like right side up. Like you kind of want them sitting like this. And I'm guessing we want them on this side here. They do connect on the back, so we could, in theory. We could put 2 on the edge of the cargo containers like this. It would kind of block everything out, though. It kind of blocks the sort of passage of materials. Although we do have the bottom and the top for that. The other thing is it kind of... these are really ugly. I wish they built better reactors. Sorry, guys. But these are not cool. And there is a way to get underneath here. They have like... Yeah, this is the problem. They built these like stairs everywhere. The stairs are at a different level than the rest of the block. So like you have to go down to this level. Honestly, I kind of like the look of the regular reactors better. I kind of like the look of this reactor. I think this just looks better, and it's got more utility. These just look better. I don't know. They just look better. Let's put this in properly. Right? Doesn't this just look better? It looks... Those look better. And we get more ports. Well, now they're on the bottom of the top, which isn't ideal necessarily. Let's maybe switch that out. Let's maybe switch it so that oops. Then we can connect. If we need to, we can connect them up, maybe. The bigger thing is having the port here for the hydrogen, although we do have port there. I'm conflicted. No, actually, I don't think we need the ports. I don't think we're going to run into a problem. We'll see. If we need the ports later, we'll put it back. But for now, I think this will actually work better. See, I like having the lights here next to where the walkway is. And we already have 2 ports here for, like, if you want to grab stuff, you can. You don't ever need to grab anything out of the nuclear reactor, hopefully. Hopefully you can put those in another way. Yeah, I think this is a good start. So this is going to be, I mean, it's going to be a pretty big ship. This is just the guts of the ship so far. We haven't put any thrusters in, but that's fine. We've got very, very limited backup power here. The 2 hydrogen engines here, 2 H2O2 gens. These will provide backup power. They will not charge much, but they'll keep like the power on if we have a bit of ice. We have 4 hydrogen tanks, which is lots. We've got 2 cargo containers, which we need more of, but that's fine. We'll get those. I think this is a good start. I do want to figure out where we're going to put our walkways in this. I'd rather have this walkway down here and then block this off with something else. I just don't know what to block it off with yet. We just need something up here blocking this area. Let's go back to our G menu and see what other kind of blocks we need. So we got the reactors. Oh, the warfare batteries. Yeah. I forgot about these. What do these look like? Ooh, these look pretty cool. Maybe we'll replace the batteries that we have down here with warfare batteries. And we'll
energy.
We'll put this in. This looks better. Right? Oh yeah, that looks better. Yeah, let's go out. And let's replace those batteries. Let's try and match. Oh, we had it.
Fuel low.
I think it needs to be this way, right? Let's go take a look at that. Oh, they're backwards. These are the right way. These are backwards. Oops. Need my speed module back on there. So these basically need to be like this. 1, 2, 3. We could even do 4. Yeah, let's just put one more there for now. If we need the space for something else, we can always move this. But these batteries look fine there. Very industrial. We can still put some more stuff here. I mean, we could put like gyros in. They look very sci-fi. Oh, did we crash? What did I do? Oh. Okay, we could put these like there. But I think we actually don't want to do that. That's a weird place for gyros. But also, I feel like we want something more solid covering that area. I don't know what it's going to be yet. We could put those timer blocks back in, I guess. But the problem is the timer blocks don't have a solid top to them. I kind of want a block that has like a solid top on it. What's this? Doors. We will need some probably small reactors as well. Those are nice to have. Helm. Okay, so we've exhausted those. We don't have any more of those. Toilet. Put toilets in. Not a great place for a toilet, probably. What else could we put in here? Oxygen tanks we still need. Air vent. I mean, eventually we need an air vent somewhere, I guess. We could try and find a good place for oxygen tanks. They only have, the problem with oxygen tanks, they only have one directional. Could put them down here. I feel like this bottom of the ship, though, we shouldn't mess with. We shouldn't mess with the way that is. Maybe what we do, actually, is we just put 2 in like that. Just 2 small oxygen tanks. It's right next to the survival kit, so that kind of makes sense. Speaking of survival kit, let's get some energy so we can turn our lights back on. Not that we need the lights necessarily, but, you know, it's good to have. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop for now. We've sort of got the big basics of what we need. We need to figure out, you know, gyros, thrusters, cryo chambers. I want, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff in here, but this is some of the bigger stuff as well as the porting. So that's really good. We're gonna do this again pretty soon, probably later today or tomorrow. I'm gonna come back and get some more of this stuff. So come back again to me. Again, this is Dan from questlinehero.com. You'll see the VODs of these on the website and on YouTube later. Have a great day, guys.